Welcome back to my channel, Esther in Spain. Today I have my beautiful yoga teacher, Ursula, to have Chinese food with me. Actually, I want to take her to an authentic Chinese gastronomic experience in Madrid. So we have chosen a restaurant, a Chinese restaurant in our neighborhood called Utong. So I hope she likes it.
Of course, I'm so happy, Esther, to be with you. You know I adore you, and it's so fun to talk with you always.
Thank you.
So excited to try Chinese food with you.
Ursula, you know how I actually started yoga? Actually, I was really, well, I wanted to find a studio close to my house because I know if it's too far, I don't go.
That's really important. It's
Yeah.
really important. Yeah.
Yeah, so, and then I was looking, and one day I walked the street in front of Wellington Hotel.
Yeah.
And then I saw a sign, yoga. So I called, and that's how I started. And then I really, I found you very ingenious when it comes to teaching yoga because I have done yoga quite a few times, but I never really liked it because I don't have a very flexible body. And then when I do it with other people, that say, for example, the class is for beginner level, even though they said it's beginner level, but for me it's so difficult. And then I have to do the same movements with maybe
Yeah.
15, 20 other people there, and I couldn't follow. But with your way, I mean, actually, Ursula usually in her class, she has maybe around, depends, no?
Yeah, it
around
depends.
10, 15, or 12, depending on the day. And she would guide each one
Yeah.
according to their level. That's why I really can learn
You can
a
improve,
bit.
yeah.
I can improve. And bit by bit, I don't have to feel frustrated because I
No,
can't
oh my
do
God. I
the
hate that.
same
Yeah.
as others.
I think what you said is really important because the Mysore style of Ashtanga yoga, that is the kind of yoga I teach, I think is the best thing is that you teach with the capacity of the student. So, and it should be the way because if you show postures that the body isn't prepared is when you can get injured. And I think
Yeah.
that yoga must be a place of really enjoy, to connect with your body, not feeling frustrated because there's so many other things in life that take us to that kinds of feelings, that I think that yoga must be like a sacred space, for having compassion also with our, the process of learning something new.
Yeah.
You have to be patient, and that also teaches yoga. We talk about this, about
I need that.
yeah, all of us. Me, the first one, when I started the same, and actually, the work about working on the patient is going on because it's a process for all of us.
Yeah, I mean, I have been practicing for a bit more than a year, and really, I love it. It's like, you know, well, I think really we really need to do some sort of stretching. That's a basic, but now I love yoga because it's like it's how I actually start my morning, and it's so nice after doing yoga. I plan to only go 3 times a week at most when I started, but now I go
Every day she comes.
only when I'm not in Madrid.
Yeah, I think that's the most important thing. You have to create a habit. It's really important to keep the commitment with the practice because you have evolved so much in the practice because you have been fixed to your commitment of practicing daily.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the body is magical. If you stay with your practice daily, you feel the changes, you see the changes,
Yes.
and you know that things are changing also deep in you. It's not just the body, it's our soul also and our
Well,
mind.
I haven't got that sophisticated stage yet, but I need to be more immersed, and I would have to join some theory class. So actually, it's so funny. My daughter, actually, one day I don't know why your personal Instagram shows up in my Instagram. So
Yeah,
I clicked.
sometimes they show like
Ah,
people
yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I clicked into that, and then I saw okay, this is not yoga IG. So I looked at that, and then I saw her. Hey, how come she's dressing like a pop singer?
And you say, what? What is this?
Yeah, and then my daughter is I have no privacy when it comes to my phone because she's always beside me when I'm looking at something, and then she started to Google about you. So, and then we realized she was a singer. So you still sing, right?
Yeah, well, I sing since I was so a child. I've been singing since I
10
had.
years old.
Yeah, well, I think more.
I did more research about you. So she's actually quite amazing, and so you were like a child star and a teenager singer. You were in a group.
Yeah, I had a teenage band, and then we were acting, we were performance, and TV serial, and that was really famous here in Spain. Everyone saw it, called Al Salir de Clase. It was
Yeah.
a TV series that at lunchtime. Everyone saw in Spain. It was really famous, and we have like our album at the same time. It was going like in the series and also in real life. So we were like the first musical TV product here in Spain. And yeah, we had quite success, and I was a teenager. I was like 15 years old, and it was really amazing to have the experience of having a band, also being performance as an actress in a series, and it was really a great adventure. It was so fun. I enjoy it a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think you still do some singing now, but
Yeah.
but not like so involved, but like before, right?
Yeah, because well, I stayed in the band for some years, and then I left it. I kept singing, but I changed because well, my big brother, he was DJ, and he told me, "Oh, Ursula, do you want to make a song with me? It's gonna be like a house song style." And I said, "Okay, we do it." So we did it, and it was like really successful because I've been traveling all over the world, like from Moscow singing to Punta Cana, London, Paris, and well, in Spain, everywhere in Spain. Many parts also of Europe, and that song name was named "Sundays at Heaven," and it was really famous in that time. And then I had the chance to sing also in the house music, but then I decided to make like stop because well, it was so different from the pop music I've singing, and I decided it was time to start another part of my life, and I felt it was fair enough for that time.
Our food has arrived. So, okay, Ursula, I explain to you what it is. So this one is actually here they call Japanese eggplant, but I don't know it can be Japanese or Chinese, but Asian one, because the European one is big, is much fatter and has seeds, but the Asian one is a lot more delicate and has no seeds, and so is I think it's marinated eggplant with this sautéed vegetable, Chinese sautéed vegetable. So it's a healthy one.
I love it.
And then, so I want
Take
you
two.
to. Okay, this is another adventure. This is a big adventure for Ursula. This is the tofu skin. Have you ever tried?
Never ever. So new for me.
So the tofu skin in the mala spicy sauce. Be ready.
We are spicy.
I want to see
spicy
your look.
team.
Later, I will show how your face change when you have a bite of this tofu skin. Well, this is actually pretty authentic here. If you go to those fusion Asian food, I'm sure they don't know how to do it.
Oh, good.
And then we have another very authentic dish. It's called what's that? Sour and sweet soup. So it's difficult to show it. Let me
Yeah.
see. This is a sour with the tofu with some bamboo shoot.
Wow.
So this is actually very, very authentic from
I want to try
I don't know
that.
from which region, but you know in Madrid, I would say in general the Chinese people here they are not from Canton, so they are from Zhejiang, which is the province. I think close to Shanghai, and so the food is a bit different because China is very big. So different provinces has its own cuisine. So here it's very difficult to get the very authentic Cantonese food. But here they kind of do a little bit of have a little bit of the Cantonese dumplings. Later we'll have, and then we will have these tofu skin eggplant. This is more from that region of China.
Wow, I want to try all of this.
Try this one with the
Okay.
mala sauce.
This is gonna be so challenge for me.
Ooh,
Okay.
and then she's going to order maybe
Okay.
2 or 3 more glasses of wine, and then forget about her walking into the studio this afternoon. So this is a very spicy one. Huh?
Wow.
I told you I'm going to show you how her face of trying this tofu skin.
My inner fire is
you know, but this is Madrid, it's too dry. But you know that they said in Sichuan people eat very spicy food because it's very humid there. So the spicy food can help you clear the humidity in your body.
wow, amazing. It's really nice. I love it. It's quite spicy, but I love it. It's so good. yeah, I do.
And then
I love it.
I want to try this one. This is the what's that? Sour and spicy soup.
Okay.
Is it spicy? Spicy?
Not as this one. So good.
Yeah.
So good. The taste, gorgeous.
Oh.
This is much more spicy, the tofu, rather than the soup. I love the taste. Gorgeous
Okay.
food.
She's going to bring her mom here next.
Of course, of course.
She loves her mom. You know
I
they are.
adore her.
they
And I
are-
want you to meet her.
Oh,
because
yeah, I want to meet
both
her.
of
She-
you are going to connect a lot because both are you're like super glamorous, super beautiful woman, intelligent, funny, and
You too.
sophisticated. And I know you're gonna match also like you do with me.
And her mom is quite amazing. She showed me her mom's photo. Wow, unbelievable, so pretty. Yeah.
Because she practices yoga. That's the secret, and you know it.
That's why I practice yoga. You know, one thing I have to tell you. I always exercise, but I not regularly, but I do say maybe running, hiking. Sometimes, if I have time, I would do a bit of sit up, that kind of exercise at home. But with yoga, I feel it's like it helps you tone up the whole body.
Yeah.
That's why I love it.
Yeah, because at the end with yoga, when you are doing a posture, your whole body is working. It's not the same. For example, if we just talk just about it physically, if you go to the gym, you can just work on your
Yeah.
arm, okay?
Yeah.
You hold weight and you go up and down. But when you're making a posture, it's like your whole body is working. All of your muscle. It's like also it's like inside your body. It's like the muscles, the bones are talking between them. You know, it's like it's because they're working.
You know, the first week I did yoga, I was like beaten up. I was so exhausted.
Ashtanga.
I couldn't get out from the bed.
Ashtanga, this kind of yoga is quite hard. I remember, my first lessons were in a gym, in a CrossFit gym. So to this first lesson came like big man, really with big muscles, and they were okay. I'm gonna try this yoga. Like if it's gonna be like a hatha yoga, just maybe much more passive and calm. And when they started practicing and they had to be in the downward dog, their muscles they were trembling. They couldn't stay in the downward dog. They had to push the knees on the floor because they were okay. They were strong, but they were not flexible, and the muscles they were shortened because of lifting so much weight. And yoga makes your muscles to be more large. Because you are stretching, you're working hard, but they tend to be more large. The muscles they don't try, and they don't shorten your muscles. So they were having really a bad time because they thought it was gonna be okay. This is for girls, and they were like sweating. They were really hard time, like me with the tofu sweating.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, I sometimes in summer when it's hot, really. In the yoga class, after the class, I wash my hair every day because
Yeah.
I cannot, because I sweat so much in yoga.
But it's
I
so
have
good.
to wash my hair.
It's so
And my hair
good.
gets so sticky after sweating.
But because it's also a way we are like cleaning our body through
yeah.
the sweat. We're
Yeah.
eliminating toxins, and it's so good to sweat on the practice.
Well, although this is not the Cantonese restaurant, but I wanted to try some dim sum. This one is and mushroom, boletus and foie.
Wow.
So I wanted to try. So I think this is quite good. And usually we don't have this type of dumpling in the Chinese in the Cantonese cuisine. But anyway, now the world is changing. We just have that different material. Actually, when you were working with your brother, it was quite interesting because you got to travel over the world and you were famous, and I'm sure you made good money.
Well,
But you left that. Isn't it a pity?
no, isn't it? Because at that moment, I was much more committed with my practice of yoga, and that.
You were already practicing.
Yeah, I
For
will.
how many years?
Yeah,
when
well,
you-
I started when I was in the university because I studied journalist. I'm a journalist, and when I started in the university at 20, well, 2 years after, I started with 18. One friend of mine that I met him in the TV serial that I was in, he told me, okay, Ursula, you have to try the yoga that Madonna does. So I said, "Come on,
Whatever
what?"
Madonna does.
Yes, she was one of
Yes,
our
your
idol, of course. And I said, "Okay, if Madonna does this yoga, I have to try." And I remember I told my mom I was gonna try a class, and I told her, "Mom, there is a kind of yoga that Madonna does. Do you want to try? I'm gonna go." She told me, "Of course, if Madonna does, come on, I'll go with you." And
Your mom is crazy.
yeah, like me. So it was amazing because I took her to the class, and from that day I started to practice Ashtanga yoga. But the thing is that at first I wasn't with the daily practice. So when I started, it was like maybe I practiced for 2 days in a week. Sometimes I left it, then I came back. But in the time that I was singing and the house music and the house sessions, I was much more committed with my practice. I took my mat, whatever I have to sing, it doesn't matter. Yes.
That's what I do now when I travel in summer.
That's
because
a good sign.
Yeah, I bring my mat.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
And if I don't have my mat, I will wash all my clothes.
So I took it, if I have to sing whatever in any place, I took it with me. And when you practice yoga, it's like also it's an inner journey to yourself. And I started to feel like it wasn't the kind of life I wanted. I started to ask myself different questions about what I wanted in life, and I had so clear in my mind that I love music, but I wanted to stop that part of my life and being more honest to what was inside of me, and myself. So it was a lot, the journey. Yeah.
But actually, I found we, well, I mean, to love yoga is one thing, but at the same time, you actually have your own studio. Wow, I think the commitment is huge because she doesn't have much holiday. She works every morning. She you used to open at 6:45, but lately she changed to 7. But then until 10, and then Saturdays she works, and then Sunday you have someone else to
Yeah.
help you. But then every night, Monday to Friday, you work. And actually, sometimes I want to invite her to maybe to see a dance in the theater or some music in the theater. I can't because I know she's working. And by the time, when it starts, the program, she's still in the studio. I can't invite her. It's a huge sacrifice, right?
Yeah, but when I decided I want to open my studios because the yoga gave me another way of living and to see life, and I feel so lucky to have discovered this practice that I wanted to share with the people because I think yoga makes us better, and I think with the studio is just a place that we have the chance to be every one of us, me the first. I try to be every day better, and I think that is the most important thing about yoga. So yeah, it's a lot of work, it's so much discipline, but for me, I feel joyful when I'm in the shala with all the people, and we are breathing, we are in silence, and we are inside ourselves, but at the end we're sharing with others too, and for me it's magical. I feel so grateful for that.
I really love because I love her class because she connects with everyone. That's so special. I mean we like each other, but at the same time I'm sure you actually you put your heart to everyone,
I see
and
every person in the shala.
and everyone comes, they're happy, they hug you and say, hello, and hug you to say goodbye. And she will not let anyone leave without, giving them a kiss
Yeah.
or say how was the practice. It's just so warm. I don't know whether it's your way or the Spanish way, but I love it. It's
Oh,
just
thank
like
you
a,
so much.
I want to see her every morning.
Because for me it's like I think this is a responsibility to teach yoga because it changed my life. So when a person trusts me for teaching them yoga, for me it's a huge responsibility. And my inner journey as a person with the yoga, I think about what the yoga is going to be work on the lives of the people who come into the shala, because that's the thing, we are working our bodies, but at the end we're working much more deeper, and there are changes in your life. Then one day you feel yourself like much more calm, and you say, oh my god, did that happen to me another time? I will react in a huge very bad way, and then you find yourself in another way, and you say, oh, maybe this is because of yoga. And I feel so many changes, so beautiful changes in my life, that when someone comes to shala and trusts me, for me it's like I love to see the person. I love to see the person because I think we are unique, each one of us, and the people that come to the shala also teaches me, many things, so many things that come back also to me. So I love to be warm because I is the way I understand life. I don't like to be. I'm not cold person because I don't think you can share really beautiful things with that attitude.
That's why I'm so lucky that just that day walking in the street and look up and found this.
Me
And now
too.
I am doing yoga that I never thought I is something that I like, And I just, at the beginning, I just wanted to give it a try. And okay, I would just maybe dedicate 3 times a week, and then I would do something else the rest of the week. And but then I end up to be there almost every day. This must be a presentation that you've never seen, right?
Never.
It's a clay pot, and it's chicken with mushroom. I love this. Is actually I think quite Cantonese in the clay pot. I love all kinds of things in clay pot. And now is we are starting the winter time, and this is like an excellent dish for winter. It's hot. So you try this.
Yes.
So how's the food?
Incredible. For me, has been a great experience coming here with you.
It's an
Best
experience, Moha. But next time we will try other experience.
Of course, I
Actually-
trust you 100%.
It's actually quite amazing in Madrid. I feel so lucky because there are so many offers of different cuisines. But even though I would say, for the Asian ones, they are relatively not as much as like in Hong Kong, but as logical. But here we have, at least we have with Thai food, Asian, the Chinese food, all different kinds of things that I can't complain because we also have a lot of South American food and interesting cuisine. But besides the restaurant scene, I love here. Really, I really enjoy living here because I really like the people here because they are so open-minded and easygoing. I easily can make friends with people here.
I agree with you. I think it's a good thing for Madrid. We are so warm, we are open-minded. We love to create, like community. If someone is new, it's like, okay, come on with us to have dinner. We're gonna have something. Come with us to the lunch. And I think it's a easy city for making a living, a good living, not just a living, just a good living. Because we
not
love to
just
share.
but not just like have a career. I think at the same time, the social, and then you can actually make friends and then feel welcoming here. And I think really it's a great place. And I have lived in like London and San Francisco, of course Hong Kong, but here people are extremely friendly, and even the taxi drivers, they are so yeah, they love to talk, but sometimes the Spanish talk too much. But really the taxi drivers really just they was they were they're so polite. They would say when you get off the taxi, they would say que tenga buen día, like you have a good day, or good weekend, or good trip. When they take you to the airport, they're just so nice.
I love that. I think it's true. I think Madrid is a nice place to live, to share, and to meet good people. So we are so happy you are part of it.
Today, we got a really nice conversation and ate a lot. And
Yeah.
so, well, thank you for watching this, and hope you like and subscribe my channel. And next time, Ursula and I will talk about other topics.
Yes, we have so many.
Thank you.
Bye.